It's 2024, and this is Michael from Foote Printing. And Michael, you're talking, what are the design trends looking like in 2024?
Well, every year we do a video like this. I talk about design trends. This is a special year, as most of the things I read were saying, hold on to your seats. It's going to be a doozy, because with AI really hitting hard last year.
Oh, yeah.
And all these new programs that are kind of upending how designers do their work and figure out what creative paths they're going to take. In my opinion, the whole list is either one or the other. Using AI to make more creative, crazy stuff, or pushing against AI to go back to pencil and paper and
ideas,
natural ways of making art, and different stuff like that. So that's what I think is mainly going on here. But let's go through them.
Yeah, okay.
Number one, rise of cartoons. Well, fun life.
I love cartoons.
Yeah, everybody does.
I read it this morning in the paper. What's going on?
Well, you probably already see on your shelves in the supermarket or different things like that. A lot of brands are using these monochromatic, just line art, cartoons,
simpler 2D sort of.
Yeah, exactly. That are fun and playful and lighthearted to sell their product. I think it's also a good thing nowadays in the world, with everybody thinking the world's going to end all this crazy stuff, to kind of just have a lighthearted
happiness there.
Forget about it.
It's kind of funny. It's what goes around comes around. That's how it was in the 50s and 60s. You had all these great little characters.
And that's exactly what they look like. When I was looking at the pictures, it's exactly that.
That's nice. It's kind of an innocence, a happiness. Kind of get your mind off stuff.
I like that style. Number two, elevating creativity through AI.
Right.
So AI obviously is a very powerful tool, especially with all the ones like DALL-E and Midjourney that you can use to create anything you can prompt it to. And then also using that just to even make some rough drafts to show people so you know which way to go.
Yeah.
And being able to do that on the fly instantly. That obviously is not going away and is only going to get better, and it's going to change how everybody does everything in the design standpoint. And in my personal opinion, the best way to use AI would be give it a couple prompts, look at a couple different things, and then come up with your idea based on that. Put it maybe in the background, Illustrator, Photoshop, and then do your own layer on top of that, to make your own art based on some ideas you might have came up with from a much smarter artificial intelligence.
Well, it's kind of funny. I mean, I come from the old days where we used to come up with ideas, and then you'd talk to an illustrator to help you bring it to life. And to me, it's using AI as a tool. It's a bullpen.
Yeah.
You have to you have to let it know what you want.
Yeah.
And it probably is not going to get right when it come back, but that's okay. It's a
not
start.
Most of the time.
But it can help with the creative process if you're still in control.
Yeah.
AI can't be in control.
Yeah. Well, then that's
a
whole nother. So then our third one to counter AI is hand-drawn and mixed media. That's like we talked earlier. There's camps that are pushing one way and the other way, and the hand-drawn, I made this. It has a human touch to it, so that always is something that's better, that will help you communicate your brand image. And also, you can see some of the stuff online that's AI. It's like, feels like...
You can sense it. You can feel it sometimes, like you're saying. Some of it's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of it, you kind of know.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I don't know what that. And I don't know what that means. I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad?
It's like it's your subconscious brain seeing that, knowing that has a human touch, or seeing it and being like, oh, it feels cold and desolate. Like no soul, which is what the AI basically is.
That's a great point, man. Art does have a soul. There is.
Yeah, and it needs to have a soul. I mean, that's what it's all about. So we got that one. Number 4, nostalgic retro. So this is something that's never left. Everybody likes nostalgic retro. You love looking at images that bring you back to a time in your life that you feel younger, or was a time where you felt the world was easier or whatever. That's still going to be around. That's a huge design trend for this year. Everybody loved it last year. They're still going to love it this year. So creative homogenization. Well, this is one that I saw a lot of creatives on this article by Creative Block, a great company you should go look up and sign up for their newsletter. A lot of these artists are just concerned that, when they're cutting something at a school, they're cutting art classes.
Pardon me? Keep talking.
And
I committed the first sin.
And when they're cutting those art classes, you're going to have less creative people coming out into the workforce, and everything's going to start looking the same. Even with the idea of everyone trying to simplify all their logos and stuff, the more simplified you get with everything, every logo is going to be a damn circle, square, triangle. So that's a concern. Creative homogenization, responsible design, rethinking sustainability and diversity. That's one where I picture you're going to have a lot more brands trying to bring nature into their creative and show off that they're doing whatever they can for the earth. And, obviously we're solar powered and we love that idea too, but just showing it off and also using more old school techniques like the hand drawn and whatever to show that off, bring it back to nature and that kind of stuff. Another one pushing away from AI. Even though their background might be created by AI.
Could be.
Nice, beautiful scenery with trees and grass.
Who would have known? It came out of a computer.
So, next one, number 7, interactivity from paper to screen. Now, this is one I really like. We had dabbled with augmented reality a year ago. Try to blur those lines between what's online and reality with paper or a printed brochure where you can scan on it and see stuff, kind of like the 99 Crimes wine bottles.
Okay.
I love those ideas. Those are only going to become less expensive and more readily available to different marketers and printers, even at a lower cost. And I'm very excited for that. I love the idea. You're looking at a postcard, you scan it, and something moves around, jumps around on the page. Neat. You have more access. You can click on it to go learn more. It's a great way to make it interactive and try to get someone to take that next step.
That's really getting somebody involved in your piece and whatever it is you're selling. That's neat.
Yeah, so that's great. I like that one. And then simple type. Well, all the big company logos are going to simple type from whatever they have now. And there's a lot of big names, I'm not going to name them, logos out there that are all just a basic sans serif type.
Do you think that's everywhere. Because, somebody like, Kentucky Fried Chicken is no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's KFC. Do you think that has anything to do with why they're just being bold? I mean, that's kind of...
For sure. I mean, the simpler and easier it is, the more that a child at the age of 5 can see it, recognize it, and be like, oh, McDonald's, when they see those 2 golden arches. And that's what I think they're trying to tap into, is your subconscious seeing it, recognizing it very easily and quickly, and then thinking, oh, I like this,
And it's good also, in the digital realm in terms of small, very small for mobile devices and such.
Yeah, even that too. Yeah. So that's another one. We got 2 more. Vibrant colors. So your bright green, safety green, your bright pink, your bright yellow. I know when I say those, hopefully some imagery is coming up that you've seen recently.
I'm putting together the simple cartoons and those colors. I'm thinking Batman from the 60s, the pow, whap, I mean, little psychedelic.
That's you just created another
all right.
combo of the graphic designs. Yeah, it's a great one. Obviously, it's trying to make you see these colors, remember them, stand out in the crowd of different advertisements maybe, if there's a bunch of them somewhere. And it's a great idea. I like it. It makes it feel fun, sunny, happy. And the last one, more 3D. 3D is somewhat hard to do on smaller computers because it uses so much energy, and it's foreign to a lot of people that are designing in 2D. And I do believe that with the new AI tools coming out, it will further this year the 3D, because anything you throw at it might be able in a click and in a couple seconds turn something 2D to 3D and have like a movement to it. and feel to it. So
that's kind of neat. That'll be a little bit like, like somebody sculpting with clay, just trying things, if you're able to do that. I mean, so it's kind of funny it sounds like there's kind of a dichotomy, something in 2024. It's this area of simplicity, getting back to the 2D, the cartoons, the bright things outdoor. And then there's, I don't know to call it complexity, but that's what it is. It's the Wild Wild West. How's it going to work? What's happening? What do you do with it? Everybody's just kind of learning. It's kind of exciting. I mean, it's almost like going back to the roots of what design was.
Yeah.
In one grade, but then just going crazy of what it can be and what it will be in one day.
For sure.
2024. Strap in your seatbelts and be ready for it, designers. And thanks a lot for watching us.